Today, I'm gonna be ranking all the PBS Kids shows that have ever been aired, or at least the ones that I remember, because it's been a minute since I've seen some PBS Kids. But yeah, uh, now fair warning, some of these may be controversial to some, but other than that, let's get right into it. Right, let's get into it. Okay, first show. I cannot see that show honestly, but I know for a fact that I've never seen it. It's just gonna go into that category. Never seen it. Almost Way, never watched it either. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna get all the never watched out of the way. So never seen that. I've never seen that. Okay, we are back. So these are all the shows that are going in the never watched category. The rest of these shows, but I've seen all of these. These are the ones that I'm gonna be ranking because these are the ones that are actually. Oh, that's that. Okay, so we're gonna get started off. Arthur, solid A tier. That's A tier. Arthur, I thought it was a fun show. The whole ending, how it was all a book, I think.
The only ones who have ever seen it except for my publisher.
Wow, I never imagined you'd write a graphic novel.
Barney. Now with Barney, I remember having a rainbow CD to it. But Barney, we'll give it a B tier. It's not as good as Arthur, but it's not average either. I thought it was pretty good when I was younger. The Bernstein Bears. This is going in average. This show is very forgettable for me, honestly. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, but for me, it was just, it was alright. Now, Bill Nye the Science Guy, S tier. Nobody's gonna question that. You know that this is one of the funnest ways to learn science in class, is when your teacher would play Bill Nye the Science Guy. You know it's gonna be a good day. Okay. Bob the Builder. It's an A tier? Yeah, we'll go with A tier, screw it. Caillou. F tier. Like, I don't know. I think Caillou is like, it's the fact that he was never punished for anything he ever did. He was never disciplined. Like, I hate this kid. I'm just gonna go out and say I hate Caillou. I hate it. Now we got The Cat in the Hat. Knows a lot about that. That is a solid. We'll go with A tier. It's an A tier. It's an A tier. It's an A tier. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but I don't think it goes in S tier. I don't think it was that good. Clifford the Big Red Dog. It's a solid A tier. This is not much to say. Curious George, S tier. Who doesn't love Curious George? You could literally go out, ask people if they like Curious George, they'll tell you yes. Like 1 in 3 people will tell you yes, because Curious George is just goated like that. Now we got Cyber Chase. The only time I ever enjoyed doing math. Cyber Chase. And you know, it had that catchy song, the the song was catchy, there's no denying. Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. I think we're gonna have to give that. I don't know honestly, but we'll go with. You know what? No, we'll give it A tier. We'll give it a solid A tier. We'll give it a solid A tier. It's good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dinosaur Train. We'll go with B. Dinosaur Train is. No. That's A tier. That's A tier. That's an A tier show. That's an A tier show. It's talking dinosaurs. Dragon Tales. You know what? Oh, excuse me. We'll put it at A tier. I thought Dragon Tales was fun. I thought it was a fun show. The Electric Company. I do have somewhat memories for it, but I don't remember it being like one of the best shows PBS ever released. So it's gonna go in B tier. B tier. It's gonna be B tier. All right. Now we got this guy. Okay. I'm gonna go in average. I don't have really any memories with it, besides like maybe one episode. Maybe. I'm not fully sure, to be honest, because I remember this being very forgettable, honestly. I never liked it when it was on PBS. I would always switch it to Cubo whenever this guy would be playing. So yeah, let's go Luna. A tier, A tier. It's I recently rewatched it. I kid you not, like about a year or two ago. Maybe I think it was around a year ago that I rewatched it and I was on it. I just liked it. It was so enjoyable. It's such an enjoyable show. Now the Magic School Bus. S. It's an S right there. Ain't nobody gonna fight me on that. Martha Speaks. Martha Speaks. I think it's gotta go an A tier. Honestly, it's gotta go A tier. It's not one of the best shows. But Maya Miguel. I remember this show being one of the shows on the later time. It was always when I was getting ready to go to bed. But is it as good as these though? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know where to put this one. We'll go with. This might be controversial, but I'm gonna put it at B tier. We have a lot of A tiers already, and we still got quite a bit. Okay, now we're gonna go with this show. I can't really make out the title, but it's gonna go into B tier for me. I thought it was an enjoyable show. It had some good episodes, but other than that, it's pretty forgetful. Only one part that's memorable to me, and it's when the little girl is like playing a traditional song for her culture. But that's about it for me. That's about it on all I can remember, honestly. Now we got Nature Cat. I think Nature Cat was one of the funnest shows I think I've ever seen, honestly. It deserves an A tier, but is it S tier worthy? For me, no, honestly. No, honestly. But it is a pretty good show. Odd Squad. Oh boy. This decision is going to be very controversial, but I'm going to have to put Odd Squad at A. I personally never really enjoyed Odd Squad. I know my sister did, but I never did. I would always rather watch. I think I would only watch Odd Squad if it was the only thing on. But like if it was between Odd Squad or anything else, I think I would have seen something else. That in my personal opinion. I got Peep. Yeah, it's very forgetful for me. I only know it because of some memes, but other than that, it's just very forgetful for me. Peg Plus Cat. I thought this show was fun, but it's not at the level of these. I think I prefer Odd Squad over it, but I still thought it was an okay show, honestly. I thought it was okay. Now we got I forgot this show, but it's like Perfilicious or something like that. I think I would only watch. It's gonna go into C tier for me. It's obviously, you know, it looks like it's very little that I remember, but I remember the episodes being only like, I don't know. It wasn't a memorable show. It's a very like, it's a show you only go like, oh yeah, I've seen that show. Pocoyo. The memes, the Pocoyo being the GOAT, like. Not much else left to say for it to go in S tier, honestly. Now we got Ready to Go. B tier. I don't remember much, but I remember it being a watchable show for me. But I don't remember much, but I remember that I would watch it every now and then, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't A tier either. So next one, Psy Girls. It's gotta go in C for me because I don't really remember watching it. I do remember watching it when I was like very young, but I don't remember much. I do not remember much. So we're gonna leave it at an even C. It's gotta go an average. Was it as good as these shows from what I remember? No, it was not as good as those. Now we're gonna go with Elmo or Sesame Street. It was an enjoyable show. It was an enjoyable show. Sesame Street for like younger audiences. It's very enjoyable, honestly. But Sid the Science Kid, S, easy S, right there. Not really a lot to say about Sid the Science Kid. It's a fun show. This is one of those shows that does learning science great, because some shows manage to do that, but not many can really pull it off to the point where you want to know more about it, you know? Super Y. S tier, bro. This is one of the best shows PBS Kids. Would I go to one of the best? Definitely top 10. We'll go with top 10. Super Y is top 10. Teletubbies. I'm not even going to go into explanation. Thomas. Everything about this show is goated. This show is goated. Everything down to the goddamn toys. You could give me a Thomas the Train toy, and I'll still like admire it, because Thomas is just a very, like, I thought it was a very good show. It's fun, but it's just really fun. It's just a really fun show. Wildcrats. Number 1. Best show PBS Kids ever made. I don't even need to say more. I don't. Best show PBS Kids ever made. Word Girl. S show. This show was on late, and I remember I would ask my mom if I could stay up late to watch it, because at the time I think I was very young, so I would always have to go get ready to go to sleep when Word Girl was on. But Word Girl was just goated. Top tier. I right behind Wildcrats. That's going right behind Wildcrats, honestly. Word World. S. You don't even fight me on that. World is an S tier show. And finally, Xavier Riddle and the Secret Museum. That may be controversial, but I don't care. Xavier Riddle and the Secret Museum was so goated. You don't even know. If you're hating on this, go watch Xavier Riddle and the Secret Museum. I saw this about a couple years ago, or I think about a year ago, when I was bored. I was just scrolling through channels, and I went on PBS Kids, and I remember this show. And this show is just such a fun way to learn history, because they go back in time to essentially, when they're talking about a subject in history, they're like going back in time to when it happened. And I remember one episode sticking out was when they went to the future, because the sister Udina Riddle, she wanted to become a president, and so they had, it was like a multi-part multi-episode arc, and it was a really good arc, honestly. It was like about 2 episodes, I think. Future bug here. It was actually a movie, not a multi-episode arc. It was its own separate movie. And in the end, they go to the future where Yadina finds out she does end up becoming president, because she wants to be the first female president, since there have been no female presidents. But other than that, the show is very goated. So, yep, this is the tier list, everyone. But this is the final tier list, everyone. I'm gonna get hate for this list, honestly, for ranking some stuff the way I did, especially Odd Squad, because I know that Odd Squad is very loved, but I don't remember a time I voluntarily watched Odd Squad. But from when I did watch it, I do remember it being fun. So we're gonna leave it at that. That's my tier list, everyone. So everyone, that was my tier list on the PBS Kids shows that I have seen. Let me know what you thought on it in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, follow all the good stuff, and follow me on Twitch, because I go live there. I try to go live every day, but yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching.